Hello, friends, and welcome to this week's live stream. I was just watching Tyler realize that he had nothing to do.
No.
And look around desperately and grab two things in front of him and start clinking them together.
What I was just doing was something, though.
You did
that
do
was
something.
something. You know, I was doing something. Whether it was musical.
It was not nothing.
This is my crate and barrel. Steel drum. No steel drum. Melodic dynamics to it. But you know how it goes.
What are you talking about?
What?
What does that mean?
A steel drum? Don't you think a steel drum is like the one that has like the...
But what does crate and barrel have to do with anything?
It's a crate and barrel.
Oh.
Measuring
How is anyone supposed to know that? How is anyone supposed to know
I'm trying to go the top down.
Oh, Carly's like,
Rejected
I was
by
like,
Carly. No. He's going to have to focus on this crap.
I
It's
think
gonna take,
not.
yeah, not happening.
All right. Well, anyway, hello, friends. I already said that. I hope everyone had a good weekend. You know, had a Monday, maybe it's Tuesday, and maybe it's Wednesday. Welcome to the stream. We're here after another week off.
Right.
We've been basically 1 week on, 1 week off for like the last 4 weeks.
Right.
Mostly unintentionally. This past week was on purpose because we were traveling on a content trip for the main channel. We went to northern Alabama and 2 separate locations in Florida to film 3 different videos. It was a whirlwind.
Yeah,
it was pretty crazy, but it was super fun. I think we have some good content to come out of there. But I think that we've been kind of like on the road and then coming back trying to catch up on work that we missed last week for the last 10 days.
And then we've been frantically...
We're a little bit out of it today.
We've been frantically filming today, too.
Yes.
Because we have a video that we're working on, hopefully for next weekend. That's the goal. And we've been
a week from this weekend.
We have some extra pickups we needed to film for that one.
We've been working on this video. I've mentioned this video in the stream 50 times is how long we've been working on it.
Yeah.
We've been working on this video since September.
It's pretty cool, but it's one of those things where it's I don't know.
I actually saw the moment of panic in his eyes. So I was like,
No. I was gonna say it was actually we were just talking about it. It was one of the most productive days we've had filming and doing stuff before the stream. Actually,
Yeah.
because we've been up since 9, and then we've been
that
doing
doesn't sound that
meetings.
early, but
No,
for us
doesn't.
it's early.
But to go from 9 a.m. and then running all over Raleigh filming, it's been a productive day. It's been pretty exhausting to this point.
Yeah.
But we have dinner plans tonight, so that's gonna be fun.
Yes, Matt and Stephanie are gonna take Tyler out to a fancy restaurant for a pre-birthday dinner.
Yeah, see, I can
it's almost Tyler's birthday.
I can zone out during that
Isn't that
conversation
Carly's
and not
almost
be
your
on live
birthday,
stream.
too?
It was yesterday.
Oh my God!
Happy birthday! This is a birthday stream for Carly. All of a sudden.
Why does Carly come in and out of the office and not tell us anything?
Yeah, really, Carly.
Allie
I'm
just
offended,
stormed out of the room.
Allie's gone. Allie just put on the
left.
stream. It's your fault, Carly.
Okay, well, it was Carly's birthday yesterday.
Now Jordan's in
Everyone's
here.
coming in. Should we sing to Carly?
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Carly.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carly. Happy birthday to you.
And
And
many
many
more.
Did you try and go for a harmony?
No, I couldn't find the key the entire time, actually.
I think that was all of our faults.
I think we're going to get the stream demonetized. Yeah.
It's public domain now.
What's
It
funny
is?
is that Jordan came in and gave me coasters yesterday, just out of the blue, and I was like, "Oh, was this a birthday
you
present?"
didn't
It
know.
wasn't. It was just
I'm sorry, I had to go alert the media. But I think they used it.
I like how the only reason I knew is because it has been established that Carly is also a Gemini.
Yeah.
Right.
So
right.
Allie was like, you guys are crazy. That's why I know. That's the only reason I know.
Well, that's
Well,
great.
surprise, yesterday was Carly's birthday.
But once you pass the birthday date, the birthday is done until next year. So now it's my
So now
birthday.
it's Tyler's
Right. Now that we've got that out of the way,
Yeah.
housekeeping over.
Right. Well, that's cool.
But your birthday is in 5 days.
It is.
It's on the 29th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think Matt and Stephanie Patrick of the Theorists, I just say Matt and Stephanie, I assume people know who I'm talking about.
Right.
They are going to England for 6 weeks. I think starting maybe the day after your birthday.
Right. So we
we're
gotta
doing it
celebrate
now.
birthday stuff now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, it's been a whirlwind. One of the dynamics for our travel trip was that every single time we had to go to a new location, of which there were 3, we had to go
travel
back
through Atlanta?
every single time.
So we went to like
1 hour flight to Atlanta, 1 hour flight to Alabama, 1 hour flight back to Atlanta, 1 hour flight to Tallahassee, 1 hour flight back to Atlanta, 1 hour flight, no, 1.5 hour flight down to Fort Lauderdale.
the lack of Tallahassee to Fort Lauderdale flight was like mind-boggling.
Yeah, it was rough.
Like, come on. We gotta go back to Atlanta. Come on.
You couldn't get to Miami. Yeah, so anyway,
No, it was
a
crazy.
lot of bouncing around. It was
Yeah.
it was a pretty like tightly packed trip. But we're here and we're streaming.
We're streaming, and we haven't even said what we're doing today.
No, not a word.
We're just
We're gonna celebrate Carly's birthday,
birthday.
and then we're gonna call it quits. All this work.
we're gonna celebrate Carly's birthday with some mug recipes.
That is true.
Yes, and we do have some mugs of the day we can show you. They're not new, but they are good.
That makes sense.
But they are not the mugs that we will be making the mug recipes in. Here, Allie, I'm gonna put them here.
We went clear with the mugs for the recipe, so you guys.
Because I
can see
thought
the
it would be cool.
cross-sections.
That might be almost, yeah, we got clear mugs for the mug recipes, yeah, so you can see the cross sections, but I feel like that might almost be too much information.
No.
Because I feel like some of like the mug recipes are kind of like, maybe look okay from the top, but from the side might not look so
That's fair.
good.
They're all like matched trifles. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like, they're supposed to have
exactly.
layers, but they don't really have layers, and they kind of blend together. But
So we'll see if seeing them from the side is illuminating or disgusting. It could be either.
either. Right. And if
then
you hear
here's your
any
shirt of the day.
rustling in the background, I think there's been a lot of prototyping for an upcoming video, and there's some cleanup happening in the kitchen.
Yeah,
So-
there's a prototyping for an upcoming Franken, because I feel
So-
like we should do at least one Franken a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, at least one.
This would be a good one.
This one,
Has some giveaway components to it too.
but we also have to figure out how to do it.
We don't know how to do it yet. Okay,
don't
so
know how to do it yet.
okay, so
Today was day 1 of testing, and it went awry, from what we hear.
the shirt of the day is a Patagucci shirt. I think it's a thing. I don't know.
I thought that this was just a joke.
Yeah, I found this in
But-
South Korea when we were in a vintage store, and it was just like, oh, look at this! Like this is like a funny mashup. It's not real, obviously, but when I wore this the other day to like exercise with our trainer, he was like, oh, that's a thing. So I'm going to go with him. He said it was like some brand, or it was a short-lived brand that was kind of like a meme brand. But Patagucci, I like it.
You thought it was like a one-off. You almost thought it was like a Bayan Glocka.
Yes,
You
I
thought
did.
it was like a counterfeit brand that was kind of like a joke.
Which
sort
I
of.
gravitated towards a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then for mugs of the day, we have some homemade mugs. We have the classic,
Frog with
although
knife.
potentially a dangerous harbinger. We have frog with knife, and then we have legs. So you
Legs,
know,
knife.
good mug representation all around, I think. And then and I'm filling mine up with my Starbucks behind us. So if you guys
Wait,
see it.
mine is literally also filled with my iced coffee because we like came in. We were filming at Target.
Yes.
So we got Starbucks.
Yes.
And I just came in and just dumped my iced coffee in this mug. It's like, okay, it's fine. Mug of the day.
That did happen. And so we have these mug recipes. I think we have a good smattering of them. Different
have
types,
some different ones.
different levels of savory. I did not eat lunch.
Yeah, actually,
so-
Tyler was super hungry. I was like, it's okay, we got the mug recipes.
I'm waiting for the mug recipes. So
Yeah.
that's my meal of my day right now.
I
Yeah.
also have always wanted to try mug recipes.
Yeah.
Never have.
No.
When we proposed this idea, Carly was like, well, I hate mug recipes,
Okay.
right? But I think that you did say
No,
that.
yeah, they never work for me, but these worked fine.
There we
That's
go.
good. That's
okay.
good.
They have not yet worked for us, but for
Well,
Carly,
we haven't even tried them.
Here's the thing: is that also mug recipes. We had watched a whole list of them to choose which ones to do today, but that was months ago. So I have watched them once.
Tyler
since then.
knows what we're doing.
So my
and Carly
fast-
wrote us instructions.
My fast watch as we showed up late post filming today, pouring our Starbucks into these mugs, and then me sitting on the floor and watching this while Saf was data dumped about the failed Franken testing.
Yeah.
That's the one watch we have. So bear with us as we try to
Okay.
navigate this. Yeah.
We got this.
Anyway,
All right, so our first mug recipe
yes.
is going to be pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza in a mug.
Pizza in the morning.
Let's
pizza in
take
the
a look at this. This is
Bye.
from Jolie Glow on TikTok.
Go. Gow.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Wow. Jolie Gao. I'm so sorry. It just looked like glow. Sorry.
Moving forward, we add the dries, flour, baking powder, a pinch of baking soda, and
Yeah.
we stir with a fork.
Basically making the pizza dough at the bottom, right? Making the
Tablespoon
pizza
of
dough.
milk, right? I think this one's gonna be the hardest one, as I was saying to Carly, because there's so much dry, and I don't like the idea. That step is dicey to me. Jumping
Yeah.
ahead to that
Yeah.
batter, then you have to then
also have to
push
cook the
down.
dough.
You got to push the dough down plus add the sauce, which I'm worried about. And then from there you're fine, but this is one where the cross section I think could be really gnarly because you got to get.
I agree.
And she puts a lot of seasoning on, but ironically
was a lot of
says
seasoning.
not a lot of seasoning. So I think she's going, and then she misspelled microwave. Now these both
come
could
on,
have
don't
been.
put her on
No,
purpose.
I'm not trying
Even
to.
worse
I think that it was strategic, algorithmic production.
You thought that it was a on purpose misspelling, so people will say it's microwave.
Exactly.
And then up her comments.
Right. That's what I think. So I
She's,
think,
yep,
so I'm
there you
actually.
go.
I
I'm
will
giving
say
her.
the seasoning dump. The caption did say that's way too much. So
Okay.
Got it.
she was aware.
Okay. So that's my 2 cents.
Maybe what she was saying is not too much seasoning, like don't do what I did.
And being demonstrative.
Yeah. Yes, don't, don't do what I
yes,
did.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was
okay.
a staged thing.
All right.
Oh,
So
hold on, real quick, before we dive in, any winners in the chat so far? Real quick, guys, before we go to the chat, there is, of course, the bingo game in the comments down
yes.
below. And
Yes,
as you
yes,
guys
yes.
know, we don't really know what the answers are. Mod Alexia, Mod Holly have done a good job constantly shuffling it over, right? So we don't really know.
They definitely updated it from the first iteration of bingo to like a bingo 2.0.
Right.
But yes, there is a bingo game that you can play. The link is in the description below, and it will generate a unique bingo card that you can play. And if we say the things that are on the bingo card, or if things happen that are on the bingo card, you can maybe get bingo. And if you win bingo, which you're going to want to do this week, you'll get a little prize at the end.
Which is going to be a bigger prize given our hiatus last
Yeah,
week.
given the fact that we've been on and off for the last, I would say 5 weeks.
Yeah, we've been a little bit. It's been tricky. We've had technical difficulties and planned trips through Atlanta multiple times. Okay, so anyway,
We were in the Atlanta airport.
how's the chat doing?
entire time.
Carly, is there? Are they
They're all
concerned?
helping each other with bingo right now.
Good,
But
okay.
Tegan says, "What's a merkin? I'm new here."
So there's been no Merkins
well.
yet on display in the stream. Actually, at large.
Display? Well,
No.
we've never shown a merkin.
Listen,
We've just discussed them many
we're
times.
not always going to have a light blue wall behind us.
We could-
Okay,
are we,
there
we're
could
going
be
to
a
have a
chance
giant merkin?
that we have a hidden merkin in the background. Now I don't know what that would translate to. It's a very difficult thing to be demonetized. Oh, there's a hidden merkin in the background.
Well,
So-
it's really just a fuzzy triangle.
Right,
so,
exactly. So-
when it's not on a person,
that can only
what
imply,
could be wrong with it?
that can only imply to me that the chat is discussing merkins, right? So I mean, that's just at large.
Like I said,
and we're giving them bingo.
that's okay.
See, that's
We can
why we
have
don't
that.
do this. Yeah, no, yeah.
Merkin's basically the free square.
Merkin
Yeah.
is the.
Yeah,
we should
that's right.
should just mention merkins. We should start the stream and go, hello and merkin.
No, I agree. Like I said, I would like for my legacy on the internet to just be small spikes in the Merkin Google search.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. You
Exactly.
know, that's really
Genius.
all I need.
There you go.
That's all I want.
So, merkins aside in the chat, let's go. So now we can go
Do
into.
pizza.
Yeah, okay, so we have to start with our dries, right?
Yeah.
4
Let me-
tablespoons of flour.
If you show me this, Carly, I can line us up.
Yeah.
Oh, the top down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bringing in the bat cutting board again. I feel like that has not been present
That's
that
because we
much.
haven't been present.
That is true. That is true.
All right, that looks pretty in focus. I mean, I can if it looks not in focus as we keep going, I'll mess with it. But for now, I think that's good.
Great.
All right, so we're doing 4 tablespoons of flour to start.
Excellent. Okay.
Oh man, what else has been going on? Just a lot of stuff, you know. We are working, and Carly's working too, on reviving the Tyler channel.
Oh yeah.
That's a project that we're currently working on.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on Instagram for some stories content about that potentially. Some behind the scenes.
Yeah, we're filming for that this week, actually.
We actually have a pretty long filming day on Thursday that is sectioned off for that, which is going to be really fun. I have links I got to watch for that too.
You better watch those.
I feel like I found a couple of these ones. So I'm familiar with them.
Although
It's
I
4
wouldn't-
tablespoons.
4 tablespoons. Next up is
yeah.
1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder.
1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay, got it. What were you going to say, Saf?
I was going to say that You should definitely watch those, but I also want to work in as a dynamic on the Tyler channel. Wait, Carly, what are we doing?
Oh, that is in all the intros.
Yeah, I wrote that in on purpose.
Oh, I liked that. Yeah.
Because Carly wrote herself out, and then I wrote herself.
Carly,
I wrote her
come
back
on.
in. I wrote her back in.
Just a humble queen, you know.
Here's baking powder.
I need an eighth though.
What? What do you mean you need an eighth?
1/16 right there. There's no eighth.
There is an eighth.
No.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second.
It's the one in my hand. By the way, let's go to the top down. We can see this is our
Dash?
one
A dash.
A dash.
Yeah, these are great.
Those are the editorialized tiny lipstick measuring spoons.
Well, they're for cheese.
What is this? A spoon for ants?
But it's for cheese.
For cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, it is
cheese?
for cheese making.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I think.
It's when we got them. Okay, let's see.
It did good.
You gotta be careful with your dries. You don't want them heaping.
And
You
then
gotta
same
be
thing,
exact.
1/8 of a teaspoon of salt.
Okay. Well, yeah.
There you go.
It's all good.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
What? Yeah, great.
Why are you complaining?
I'm not complaining.
Why are you just grumbling over there? Yeah, we're working on Tyler's channel. That's gonna be super fun.
This is not the call.
We're gonna try and get Tyler invited to YouTube Creator Summit next year.
It's never gonna happen.
He's going to be reinstated as a creator.
I'm a creator.
You definitely
I
are.
work on the Safiya Nygaard channel.
You definitely do.
I work on this stream channel.
You do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But I mean, like, I think that YouTube needs you to be like,
yeah,
what
no.
are you talking about this
What
method?
an interesting method, Tyler.
No one can see what Tyler's doing right now. Tyler,
You guys will never know. What was that?
this is what Tyler did. Here, Tyler poured salt into here and then took it out of here.
Well, I
Scoop it
wanted to
out
be
of there.
particular. Also, I didn't like the sort of like.
You don't like the spout?
No, what I don't. You know what I'm talking about when you're doing dries or any kind of like salt, and
I
you
don't know,
kind
I don't know
of
what
you
to
do
do
like the little handshake, right? You kind of do the handshake to kind of get like a little small amount out. And I was just noticing like my motory shaking was not that precise.
A little caffeined out.
That exhaustion,
Yeah.
myriad of things.
Yeah. All right. That's
A
what
pinch.
a pinch of baking soda.
Okay, does anyone else find baking soda?
Wait, we might have a pinch. Huh,
No,
we
no,
do.
no, no,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, no, no.
It is, I mean, you do
It is a
have
pinch.
Okay, well, but this no, but that's
Okay, just so you guys
fine.
know, we have because these spoons are all editorialized. This one does say pinch.
But that's a big pinch. Hold on.
No, this is a pinch.
No,
it's
but
a
that's a
pinch.
big
It's
pinch.
1/16, so it's half of the other one, right?
Yeah, it's right.
Do you think that's right?
I don't know.
Because I think that she was saying pinch like.
No, Tyler, this says pinch.
Okay.
I mean, when she did it, she definitely just pinched.
She just pinched him, threw it in.
However, it's possible that I used that when I was.
Oh, you did?
Just because I was like, oh, that's
says
cute.
pinch.
Okay, so okay, that's okay.
And I also don't know how else you would get a pinch of baking soda out of that.
Okay, that's a good segue.
That would be when you would pour it into the spoon.
I hate baking soda boxes. Like they're
Yeah.
so frustrating to get the right amount of baking soda out of. They're hard to dole. This is the worst
Yeah.
ever. Like Arm & Hammer has a monopoly on this, presumably. You know?
Because it's tasty.
No. Okay, no, but it's like because like I mean like they're the trusted brand in baking soda or some
Yeah.
crap. I don't know. But it's like I have a hard time.
I like the ones where you open up the front and it's fabric, so it just sits in your fridge to like freshen the fridge.
Oh yeah.
That's what I like about baking soda.
Okay, well I just don't like the entire mechanics of the box, and I feel like I'm always wasting baking soda because I don't know how to
You're
get into.
so angry today.
I'm ornery.
You are ornery.
Yeah, it's birthday week. I'm allowed to be ornery. That's like the whole deal. I feel
It's
like.
my party and I'll cry if I want to.
Exactly. How do I
Yeah.
do this?
No, not again. Here, let me do it. Can I do it?
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
that's what I would do.
Yeah. There you go.
It's gonna be like that.
There you go.
It's my birthday week, and you're gonna embarrass me like that.
It's my birthday week. Okay, all right. You got to stir it together.
I'm a very mature 32-year-old.
I fully thought you were about to pour that coffee into the mug. I was like, what's happening?
It'll be like the
I was like, wait
air
a second.
fryer stream where you just dumped everything into the
It
thing.
might be your birthday, but we gotta.
You can't just
slowly
ruin the
roll.
stream. Yeah. okay.
Latte pizza. Ooh.
Maybe.
Should we make a latte pizza for the next stream?
No.
Okay.
How would you do that? How would you do that?
Just no.
No. How would you do that? I think you would do this and then you would pour your coffee in. You could make it like a dessert pizza.
Okay.
Make like
Chocolate sauce instead
You know-
of pizza sauce.
honestly though, what we should probably do is we should probably do a redo of the pasta stream before we do that. Because
Oh,
what
yeah.
everyone had a good idea of was to do the pasta maker thing where you like add the liquid into the pasta and then boil the pasta in that liquid.
Oh.
So you doubly infuse it.
All we have to do is not try to run 3 of the pasta makers at the same time.
Yeah.
And we should be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, we learned a lot from that stream. You know, we often say at the end of streams we learned a lot today, but that stream we actually did learn a lot. You can't trust that outlet specifically.
No.
Right? You got to run it all the way out,
Yep.
and you can't run 3 pasta makers at the same time on the
Yep.
same outlet. Yeah. So you learned a lot that day.
That was also funny because we lost power twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we were so disheveled that like our pasta water overboiled like 4 times.
Yes.
That was
I
crazy.
think that like the chat on that one was,
that was
where the
wild.
comments were like excessively zen, where they were like,
No,
"Why are you
we've
guys stressed
complained
out?"
about
You're like,
this
but
before.
like,
They're
no,
like,
no.
don't be stressed. And I was like,
I commend the concept of not being stressed and frazzled about those kinds of things.
Right.
But in the moment, it was like, it was not even a matter of stress. It was like, what do we even
What
do?
do we do?
We just killed the power in the middle of a stream.
Well, because we had 3 pasta makers, a kettle, and a hot plate. we flew way too close to the sun.
Well, it's
Yeah.
funny because we saw the Pats after that who've been streaming for years and years and years. We're like, okay, so we blew out a fuse in the middle of the stream. We lost the
they're
power.
like,
They're like,
one
oh,
time
you know what?
our TriCaster caught on fire. And I was like, okay, it could be worse.
That's bad too.
I was like, okay.
That's bad too. That does make me feel better. Anyway.
3 tablespoons of milk and
We're-
1 tablespoon of olive oil.
Yes.
Do you want me to wipe this off?
I would just use the little glass next to.
This
Yeah,
guy.
that
You got
one
it.
has
This
tablespoons
guy.
on it.
3 oh, they have a 3 tablespoon.
Yeah.
No, they have a 3 teaspoon.
No, what?
They have tablespoons.
It's on the other side there.
Okay.
You see it? TBS.
TBS. Turner Broadcasting Station. Right?
You're
Nailed
so
it.
right.
Literally nailed
That
it.
is right. Located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, is that true?
I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
Okay, there we go.
I've been to their airport a couple times.
I've actually never been outside the airport. I've
Me
never been to
neither.
Atlanta.
Me neither.
So, you know,
Literally just spent hours in their airport
yeah. I think that's probably
making thumbnails.
Yes, yes. That's probably an experience a lot of people have though, because you know the whole Delta hub.
Yeah.
You know,
All right, so that's milk.
you're going to okay.
No, just give me the olive oil. What?
1 tablespoon of olive oil.
Yeah.
Where is the olive oil? There. Extra virgin. Amy Cumming. Do you want to use which one do you want to use? We could use this one now. I could also use the one we just used.
Use the one we just used and
Yeah.
just don't show people.
Oh.
Don't tell anyone.
1 tablespoon, right?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, it's very frothy. Oh,
Tell you, this is a hard step.
porridge vibes.
This is a
Okay.
hard step.
Why? It's hard because we're making dough.
You got to make the dough. That's
That
the
feels like
challenge,
a lot.
Yeah.
Incoming sweet.
Yeah, go for it.
Interestingly, I think that their dough was a lot stickier. Maybe the
Yeah.
olive oil will do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why it would, but.
Let's see here.
It's looking a little more liquidy, but maybe I just need to. There might be clumps on it still.
That's definitely doing something.
I'm furiously attempting to combine these things.
Ours is much more liquid.
I like how the clear thing is going to be completely all for naught because I just have dough all the way up on the side of this mug. I'll try and clean it off. I can maybe paper towel it before it goes in, but it'll still like be a little streaky.
Strategically drop it in. Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's what mine looks like. This it looks like cake batter.
I am going to make you put more flour in.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
We're just gonna do it.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Is this not what yours look like, Carly?
No, I think it was more doughy.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
4 tablespoons flour. You did 4. Just put a little more flour in.
I would do 1 more tablespoon.
Oh,
Do it.
okay.
I'll do,
Nailing
you can
it.
do like a little halfy too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it.
And if it's awful, just pretend it's good.
Yeah.
Love it.
Smile, thumbs up to the camera, and we're good. I can do like a little half tablespoon like that. Okay, let's do it. Okay, cool. How's the chat doing, Carly? Anything fun going on in there? Is there birthdays that also coincide with?
Are there other Geminis in the chat?
There were a
Yeah.
lot earlier. They're not talking about birthdays.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, actually, this is doughing up
Is
fast.
it? Let me get that top down up.
Sorry, there.
Matt and Stephanie want to know, can we go to the fancy restaurant in Cary at 8 p.m.?
I think we'll make it.
Can I text them while we're live?
Of course, of course. Birthday, Tyler. I'm excited. Okay. I think that's pretty doughy.
Listen, 8 p.m.
One
works
more.
well. We are live, by the way.
The chat is saying to add more flour, but
Add more flour. Okay.
that's what the chat is saying.
You know what? That's why we do this live.
That's
This is the interactive component. Okay. And if it's bad, we cannot be criticized by
Now
it.
we'll blame the chat.
Yeah,
This is what I was
exactly.
waiting for.
Oh, the shoe is on the other foot now. Yeah, there you go. Could it have anything to do with stirring with a spoon versus a fork?
Was I supposed to stir with a fork? Did I just
I
grab?
don't know if that would matter.
If I just grab the fork, the spoon, and just go rogue?
I don't know if that would really matter, actually.
What else is going on? We're editing this video. We're editing a bunch of videos. I have to write a bunch of scripts this week. I got a lot to do. I just got a lot to do.
We have a script we actually really have to finish.
We have a script we really have to finish. We have some footage. Diana is furiously working on those motion graphics right now.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of people working. The video that we were talking about, by the way, I said I've mentioned a million times in the stream, is our video essay idea.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm actually making that noise because my forearm's sore. Yeah. That was not a reaction to what you were saying.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's our video essay idea series. We have 3 of them. We've been working on them for months.
What do you think about
the
that?
first one has been kind of sitting.
It's not that. Like it's.
I'm so confused.
It's not
I'm
that.
barely confused.
Yeah. It's not.
I feel like we're good.
Yeah, good enough.
Scrape off the sides a little bit more. Okay, that's not helping.
Oh, you want to grab a paper towel? Try to
Yeah.
clean off the sides.
Yeah, I will.
Jenna said the chat is demanding a bat merkin, maybe a live stream idea.
A bat merkin, like a
Bat
really
merkin.
tiny one, Gora bat, or
might
like a
have to
bat
do
shaped
Oh,
merkin.
I was thinking a bat shaped.
We could
Yeah.
do like a.
Like a landing strip, but it's a bat.
I'm
like a
not sure we could get a bat to
members-only
cooperate enough to put a
thing.
merkin on it.
Because then we might have the ability and the flexibility of like a members only thing.
Members only, OnlyFans. It's bat merkin. OnlyFans, but it's just merkin content.
That would be.
It's interesting. It's interesting. But merkins were popular because bushes were very popular in different eras.
That is, yeah.
That's true, I think. Actually, I think it became popular with the advent of photography and therefore pornographic images.
I can only imagine that's true.
In like the Victorian era.
Yeah. Okay. That's maybe getting worse.
I also might have made that up, but I
No,
think
no,
I
no,
read
no.
that on the
There's something
Wikipedia page about
it
merkins.
with that. Yeah.
Listen, I've Googled merkins
Hit me
before.
with one more tiny paper towel piece.
It's funny because the chat is trying to get bingo, and apparently one of the squares is still putting the chat on the floor.
To
So
technically.
Tegan is asking me to put it on the floor.
Technically.
Oh, Allie has the chat on the floor.
Right.
Apparently,
I don't know if that
Allie has the
counts.
chat on the floor, so technically, you are on the floor.
What do you think about that?
You're just not looking at my hairy toes anymore. That's fine.
Yeah, I think it's good.
It's good enough, yeah.
It was.
We'll
It's
see
fine.
how it turns out. It definitely is not the dough from the video, and I'm
Yeah.
very confused as to why that is.
It smells like dough, though.
Okay.
Well, yeah. It's just flour, baking soda. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
We're gonna top it with pizza sauce, cheese, pepperoni, and seasoning, and we're gonna microwave it for 2 minutes.
Cool.
Ready?
Yeah.
Tomato sauce. Here you go.
Okay. You wanna go for it?
No, I want you to do it.
Okay. Cool. What am I doing here? Just.
Can I get rid of this salt?
Yes, you can.
This is all just the
throw
taste.
throw it into the air. How do I get rid of this?
You have to throw it over your shoulder.
I can.
Just in your hand?
Well, I just meant like take the.
No, but I need the spoon.
There's a
Oh, maybe I don't
bowl-
need the spoon. Maybe I don't need the spoon.
There's a bowl under the table holding the. Yeah, you can
Oh,
throw it in there.
I do like that.
Here you go. Yeah. Okay.
Salt
Spoon.
transfer.
All right. Here we go.
It's a way of life.
I'm doing this right? Put
Yeah, I mean,
the pizza sauce in there.
with what we currently have, this is correct.
I know. This is very. This is.
I'm curious as to how it will turn out.
Yeah.
I said to Matt and Stephanie, I said, we are live, by the way. Matt says, oh, sorry, LOL. Live your life. What?
Oh.
Excuse me?
What does that mean?
All right. So we have this in there. Okay. We're gonna
Yep.
put cheese in.
Beautiful.
Right?
Beautiful. Cheese?
Cheese. Okay.
Cheese?
Yes.
It's in front of Tyler.
Okay. Cheese.
Cheese?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Okay. You want to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
Cool.
It's your birthday. You have to make it.
Perfect. I'm very hungry. I'm hoping this turns out because this one is the most, I think, like foodish.
Meal-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Meal-like.
Okay.
I have high hopes, kind of.
Well, you had high hopes and then suddenly the dough went awry for
I know.
no reason.
I'm very confused about it still.
Does the chat think they know why the dough went awry yet?
I don't think so.
It's not that. clear.
Sometimes things just
I
don't
hesitate
go well.
to add more and more flour.
No.
Yeah.
So I
Okay, that's there. And then we have to season it. Right?
pepperoni.
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 You pepperoni it.
Okay. All right. Pepperoni.
Yes.
What else is going on with us, Tyler?
In our lives?
Yeah. It's almost Tyler's birthday.
Emily asks, Carly, can you please ask how their scalps are?
How our scalps are.
Dude, we're going to LA in a couple weeks, right?
We are. You gonna go back to Arissa?
Yes, big time.
Tyler's obsessed with it.
Yeah,
Tyler's like
I
actually obsessed
love
with it.
Like, I think that, obviously, like, there's all this great conceptual stuff that can happen via the treatments, but the absolute greatest component of it is that you get to have a head massage sort of like guilt-free. You know, like when you get your hair cut, the best part's when they wash your hair. It's super fun.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, I don't want to be a weirdo and be like really enjoying this. So I always get this caught in this middle ground. I gotta keep my eyes open. I don't want to seem like I'm just like, And so,
This is what it looks like
but
before.
this service encourages that. So I think it's the greatest thing ever. She's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna pamper you. So I'm
Putting it
sure
For 2 minutes?
in general it helps with the health of my scalp. I feel like I've been trying to de-stress more since
Do
then.
some self-care?
Because I think that just the thing when you look at my scalp under the microscope is it's really red.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a red scalp.
Yeah.
So I think that that was just my sign, like you should just chill.
I think that my thoughts on it is that it was just very relaxing to get your head rubbed. I agree.
Yeah.
And also, I do agree that you do so much skincare stuff for your face, and I've never done anything for my scalp.
Yeah.
So, regardless of anything else, I'm like, I should probably buy a scalp serum or something like that and just do it to myself.
Right.
Yeah.
After I was with you for that video, I literally bought one of those scalp exfoliating brushes.
Yeah.
The thing with the little claws.
Yeah.
I
got one of
started to
those.
use that ever since I got my hair cut. Because when my hair was so long, dude, I look crazy in that video because my hair was so unkempt.
Well, it's funny because it was like flopped apart. She was able to sort of part it, and there was two sort of almost like the top of a carrot. You know what I mean? Little leaves.
I was the
And
new
then put the
carrot top.
microscope right in the middle. Yeah.
So so since I've gotten my hair shorter and I actually can get to the scalp, I've been using that little cleat thing on my head,
Yeah.
and it's been good.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah. I think that like I said, it's
It's not a lot of dough.
That's good.
Yeah, I know.
I
but
mean, maybe.
maybe because I feel like you should be smelling some more pizza sauce.
I also was looking at pictures of myself from 2019, and I kind of want to cut my hair again.
You should. I like your hair a little shorter because
I'm thinking of returning to the side part.
Gasp.
I know.
One millennial.
I know, but at the same time,
gonna do
I
a
was
side
looking
bang?
at it.
I think the other side of it is,
Oh my God.
at the same time, you are a millennial.
I
So,
am one.
I don't think there's
At some point, I probably should accept it
Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
don't know.
I really like your short hair
and
stuff.
just cut it all off.
Yeah, I like your short hair.
Yeah, I like short hair.
Yeah.
And then other stuff that we're planning, we're planning our next
But
big
that, I just
Oh.
always go back and forth, and then once I have short hair, I'm gonna want long hair.
We're planning our next other content trip too. Right
The one
now.
to Vegas,
Yeah, which is
or the
a
one to see
big-
Simply. The
We're
one
also
to
planning a Simply trip.
break Simply and Mr. Simply out of Canada.
Yeah. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, let's see how this looks.
Can you see
Alright.
this steam
Whoa.
rising?
All right, second cam, and then the reveal. Let's go into it. Woo.
Oh.
Wow.
It looks really tall.
Why? Yeah.
Looks like a weird smoothie.
Oh, let's go top down.
The top looks good. It looks
it-
like melted cheese and pepperoni and seasoning. What could be bad?
Um,
The bread looks unbaked.
the bread. There's something with the bread.
We did something wrong with the dough from the beginning.
Yeah,
right?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it must. I mean, it could easily have been, a theoretical.
Oh.
It's firm though.
Okay. Let's go to the
It's-
top down.
Do be firm
Yeah.
though.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh, it's pillowy.
It's pillowy. It's almost like a gnocchi texture. Texture. Is that how you say-
Gnocchi.
You said gnocchi. Yeah. Not how you said it.
Gnocchi.
Not-
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh.
I mean, that looks
Oh!
extremely good.
It
Wait,
looks like
hold on.
bread. It looks
That
like,
is bread.
Yeah.
Can I zoom? Can I zoom?
Sure.
No, can you?
Can you see it? Now focus. Well, oh, actually, you can see the bread down
And
there.
then dough into the spoon.
Oh, that was nice.
Ooh, Yeah, you like that?
All right, here, Allie, just because I know you set the shot up, here is to Allie's camera, too.
Oh.
It looks solid, doesn't it? All right, let's try it.
What is
Tyler,
this?
I know you're hungry.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
Let me feed you.
All right.
Is it too hot? There's a big string of cheese. Just keep going. There you go. There you go. You got it. You don't like it?
No, big time gnocchi vibes. Gnocchi?
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Gnocchi, right?
No, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, if you just put your hand up like that, it's
It doesn't really taste like pizza,
Right.
even though it has a lot of the ingredients, because the base tastes more like a potato, right? Which is then going to give you the gnocchi vibes, right? I can't. I'm thinking about it too much. I can't. Okay, just let me say
try,
gnocchi. Okay. 'Cause
Yeah, it's so. There's a lot of bread.
It's
but that also we
really
did add a lot of flour because we were worried about it.
the ratio is just weird anyways.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. All right, hold on.
it was the jump cut step. It like really like jumped ahead there.
Yeah,
right?
or they
to be
had
fair.
like a wider mug. They might have had a.
I'm kind of shocked that it cooked.
It's really good. It's really good, but it doesn't taste necessarily like a pizza.
I wouldn't say the dough is fully cooked,
No.
but it is definitely solid,
It's
which
got
is good.
Almost like cake-like vibes, like sponge cake.
It does kind of taste like a sponge cake, yeah. Hold on, let me get the rest of it.
I mean, I got no problems with it.
It's kind of giving me.
It tastes better than it smells.
Obviously, the tomato sauce, the seasoning, the cheese, the pepperoni, it's going to be good.
Uh-huh.
All together, with the way the ratio of the toppings to the dough is,
Yeah.
and also the way the dough kind of tastes, it's sort of giving me like kids' birthday party, personal pan pizza vibes.
Personal pizza vibe.
With taste, texture, like
Everything, yeah.
when you do like Chicago deep dish pizza, it's not all crust. It's actually mostly
Cheese pie.
cheese toppings, not even toppings, cheese things inside, sauce. When you get like a deep dish pizza that's not Chicago style, it's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
A lot of dough. And when you get one that is like that, but also kind of cheap for a kid's birthday party, that's what this tastes like.
Laser tag pizza.
Yes,
I would give it laser tag pizza.
but a pan pizza.
Also roller rink pizza.
But at the same time, sometimes that does scratch an itch. Sometimes that is what you want.
Oh, no. I that was satisfying to me.
It is satisfying.
But here's the problem, okay? And then we'll do our ranking on this one, or our number system. Because there's so much of the dough that when you eat the top off, then what you're left with is basically like half a cup of like
Let me see.
undercooked dough.
Bring the dough
which
back.
no one really wants. You
No,
see what I'm saying?
I mean, it is at this point half a cup of uncooked dough.
Right, so that's
can
a
show you.
functional problem. Now here's a
I
solution,
can show
guys.
everyone. It's just dough at the bottom there.
Here's a tip when it comes to your pizza mug, okay? Is that you might want to then go ham on the sauce and the cheese,
Oh, here.
right? To really, give yourself some extra
This is what it looks like.
extra
if anyone's
sauce and
interested.
cheese to play with.
Can Allie's camera see it?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I think that looks. You can kind of tell. It
Doesn't
looks
look
like
great.
cake, right?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
It's actually okay.
Couple, Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I'm not a hater. Okay, out of 10, what do you give it? 1 to Gordy.
I thought it would be grosser. I thought, and also based on how ours looked going in, like
Yeah, it
how
wasn't-
wet the dough was,
Wasn't going the right direction.
I thought it was going to be liquid. So overall, I have to give it like a 7.
7.
Is that too high?
I'll give it a 5 because I think that we're not finishing it. I think that the
But
process.
that's because all the toppings are on the top. So
Right.
we ate the toppings off.
Exactly.
And now we are left with, as you said,
Yes.
some medium cooked dough. But it's pizza in a mug. I mean, come on.
Okay, I think if you do. Okay, here's a real question. Not 1 out of 10. Does it achieve pizza?
We achieved pizza.
Okay, you reach pizza.
I reached pizza.
Okay, Christina Ricci pizza.
All right, get out of here. This is no. We
that
weren't
wasn't even on the
live.
stream yet.
We were talking about Christina Ricci before the stream started. Nobody even knows what you're talking about. Okay, great. I like that one.
That's about now and then for anyone who's wondering. Okay.
I
Let's see if
am.
the chat knows about now and then.
No.
Did they know about Gold Digger, Secret of Bear Mountain? The best Christina Ricci movie ever.
We have the Christina Ricci expert
No.
over here. Okay,
So Jolie Gal, I'm giving the pizza recipe a 7 out of 10.
yeah. Okay. I
Let's
think
move
in
on.
terms of SEO optimization and strategic marketing, I'll give her a 10. Okay, really clever on the
Strategic misspells.
yeah,
to
very smart.
Up the engagement. All right, so
Wait, real quick, what does the chat think about the pizza?
I saw a lot of Chuck E. Cheese pizza references.
I was gonna say Chuck E. Cheese, but I feel like at this point they're known for like recycling their pizza, even though it's not true.
Have we
As
besmirched?
Matt Pat proved that actually the problem is that they have a very inefficient pizza cutter.
Right.
They like have a pizza cutter that like rolls around or something like
Has
that.
the mediocre name of Chuck E. Cheese not been dragged through enough mud over the years? You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Yeah.
you know they've made like a video game that emulates their animatronics coming to life and murdering people. I mean, like, really, does Chuck E. Cheese need more besmirching? I will say though, the
I didn't bring it
laser
up-
tag arena.
I don't
All
even.
good.
I don't even think that the chat is besmirching. It's more like I didn't say it because I feel like it has more negative connotations than just it tastes medium.
No, I don't think the chat is besmirching. I'm just
I
saying.
think I'm besmirching.
Yeah, we're besmirching.
I think yeah. Okay,
what,
great.
what else are they saying? Anything else?
Everybody's just asking, is it Gordy? And accepting palette. They're all trying to get bingo. Also,
I know the dynamics have changed now that I can't literally be immediately fished by them.
Incepted.
everyone's offended I didn't say Addams Family was the best Christina Ricci movie.
Well, well, Addams Family's obviously amazing.
Adam's Family 2.
Addams
is
Family
good with Christina Ricci.
Values,
Addams
okay,
Family Values.
is really because there's
Yeah.
so much of the Uncle Fester stuff in Addams Family 1. It's like so much of the
No,
unwind.
that's Adam's Family. Wait.
No,
I
no,
thought that
it's
was Addams
about
Family
no,
Values.
because it's the whole like, is this really Uncle Fester's Addams Family 1, right? Because they're trying to scam them to get the money from them.
Why do I forget
And then
Addams
Addams Family
1?
Values is with Patricia Arquette trying to now
The
scam.
summer camp one?
Yes.
And then she goes Malibu Barbie. That's 2.
No, so
because the baby
Addams-
kills her.
Addams Family Values is one then.
No, it's 2.
Because Addams Family Values was Fester, right? Or was
Yes.
it not?
Okay, you're confusing everyone. Adam's Family Values is the one where Uncle Fester gets married
Right.
because she's trying to kill them all and take their money.
Right.
Morticia and Gomez also have another baby, and the two kids, Christina
Trying to
Ricci
kill the kid.
and Pugsley, gets sent off to summer camp.
Right.
That's what happens in
I know,
Addams
but
Family
Addams
Values.
Family 1 is about Uncle Fester being the long lost uncle coming to the family. And so there's all this tension of like, is he really the right? Because that's
The
the one that has
thing is-
Eugene Levy.
Adam's Family 1.
No, it's not Eugene Levy.
At the first Adams Family movie's plot is very unmemorable to me. I think it's just a series of memes. You
Yes,
know?
that's true.
Black is such a happy color, and then she's like cutting the heads off of stuff, and she's like, I wish I had more time to pursue hellish arts.
What I like
It's
about
all just that in a row.
Oh, everyone's saying Tyler's correct.
so the thing
No, I think Tyler's right. I'm just saying I don't think I remember the plot.
here's the best
I
part.
really would have thought that Family Values would be the one with Fester, though.
Family Values has the thing where they lock them in the house to try to convince them to like where they only can watch Disney movies to try to like get that right
But
to make them
really,
less
Debbie,
ghoulish. But
pastels?
then the best part of Addams Family Values is the intro is a Christmas Carol sing along that then pans to the roof of their mansion and they pour like some brew on the carolers. And I remember it scared the crap out of me as a
and
kid.
they just killed them?
But it's like everything with Addams Family. It's never addressed.
Explained.
Right? It's like, oh, what was that?
It's
You
like,
know?
did Christina Ricci murder every child at the summer camp?
It's never explained, right? Yeah. Also, the love dynamic in that one, that's a great one. If you're going to go, which is the best Christina Ricci movie, that's a
This
really good
Addams Family
component.
Values.
I said Casper the Friendly Ghost, for the record.
A lot of people did say Casper.
Casper is quality. Devon Sawa, you can't go against Devon Sawa. He's just, I mean, I don't know what he's like now, but back in the day,
You're like, I'm not going to vouch for him now. but
back in the day, Devon Sawa, hunk, right? Yeah, Wild America. Wild America's a great one. Johnny Taylor Thomas.
This is, if anyone has
Devon Sawa.
Tyler Obscure references, I think you're going to get like 4 extra squares.
Someone give me a shout out on Wild America here. Has anyone ever seen Wild America in this room?
In this room? No.
Wild America, where
Wild
they're trying
America?
to they're trying to be like
You are the oldest person
nature
in this room.
cinematographers, and they're young kids, and they go out and they leave against their dad's wishes, and they go out, and then it's good.
All right, we're going to be making...
I was just staring blankly.
Carly's literally just like,
It's a great movie. Okay, Anyway, so let's get into
We're
the
gonna-
next one. Actually, why don't you MCS?
yes.
MCS,
We're
please.
going to make a Pop-Tart cake in a mug. This is via Eton, who is actually someone whose recipes that we have followed a fair amount. And basically you smash up some Pop-Tarts. This is kind of the arena I like, which is kind of like remaking things inside of a mug.
Yes.
But you
Whoa.
basically just mash them up, add milk, and then you microwave it. And
Yeah.
then it's a Pop-Tart cake, basically,
And
is
it's-
what's supposed to
it's
happen.
bussin'.
Does he say that?
No, but I felt like he should.
Yeah.
At the end,
I don't think people say that.
Did you guys not hear me earlier when
That's
I was
the
like,
nature.
it's bussin'!
That's the nature of TikTok, is that things come and go so quickly.
I feel like I'm not landing on anything right now. I feel like no one knows what I'm talking about.
No, I think you were completely validated by the chat.
The
about
entire
being,
chat was on your side.
Yeah.
Except it was
About-
Joan Cusack, apparently. Not Patricia Arquette.
Oh my God, you're right. Okay, Joan
Patricia
Cusack.
Arquette
Yeah.
was Family Values, was she not? Or was she? Maybe I made that up in my brain. just
Patricia
now.
Arquette, I know best from True Romance. That's which is Tarantino's first script.
What do you think of my side part? I've been rocking it for the last 20 minutes.
I like your side part, Saf. Okay, let's move forward. Let's
I'm thinking
let's
about it.
re-enter the real world here.
I'm thinking about
How,
it.
is it staying? How have you done that?
I honestly, it's because I parted it on this side of my head from ages 13 to 27.
It's just a permanent indent.
And so, like, actually, the last, 2 years of me going in the middle has been very unnatural. So, like, every time I wash my hair, actually, I come out of the shower looking like
Oh, wow.
this.
All right.
I have to fix it every day.
Now-
Allie's nodding. Did you also do this?
Well, I just had to plaster my hair for dance all the time, so I just had a left part.
Yeah. Actually, you can even see it now. Like, it's just like a little bumpy right there.
Yeah.
So
okay.
the dynamic with the Pop-Tart has been
Pop-Tart.
The Pop-Tart has essentially haunted this apartment slash office for a while because
What do you mean?
Well, because it's just been sitting there and I've been hungry and I'm like, I want the Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
The Pop-Tarts are decidedly one of the least healthy things for you in life.
Okay, what's interesting is that do we all remember, and I don't think that, well, I guess you were in high school at the same time I was, but I was in high school at the time when the vending machines were changed to be healthier things.
Oh, they lost the Pop-Tarts hard.
In public schools. No, I was gonna say the opposite. So in public schools, it was you have to provide only healthy options, and so everything in the vending machines that were chips or candy were replaced.
Yeah.
But Pop-Tarts were left.
One thing I've
So it
noticed
was Nutri-Grain bars and Pop-Tarts. And Pop-Tarts, as you said, are I think you're supposed to crumble.
Okay.
Crumble. Pop-Tarts, I mean, the thing is I think that it makes more sense because
I was trying to
it's
showcase
supposed to be a full meal. So it's if you're hungry and you eat some Pop-Tarts and you're a high school student, you're
It's covered in sugar.
No, I know, but
No, I understand what you're saying.
But it was interesting. It was always interesting to me that Pop-Tarts were left in the vending machines.
I had a really stupid observation I wanted to bring up. This batch in this box, all of them were like this, where they didn't have a good frosting distribution.
They're all like that.
They were all pushed down there, and I just want to call attention
Every
to that.
Pop-Tart in history has been like that.
Sometimes you get a good smattering though.
You know the Pop-Tarts that I like the best?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up this topic. What is your favorite Pop-Tart flavor?
Mine?
Yeah, what is yours?
I like s'mores, and I like, isn't there one that's cookie dough or something like that?
Oh,
There's
I
one
don't
that's
know.
cookies.
I think there must be. They have a lot of flavors.
I
They
like
did a
the-
gut check with
I like the
Mythical.
brown sugar ones.
Yes.
Brown sugar is really solid.
All right, brown sugar's good.
There's few things I think in life that beat the toasted blueberry.
See, but
Blue-
you like berry stuff.
Blueberry is good with yogurt. Blueberry is good with pie. Blueberry is good with Pop-Tarts. It's good.
It's good!
Yeah, blueberry,
Wow, you
Dan's,
convinced
fruit
me.
at the bottom. It's the best.
Okay, you have to add a quarter cup of milk, and then you have to mash together with a fork.
Okay. Quarter
This
cup.
fork is clean. I think it's just covered in flour for no reason.
What is
I don't
a
think we
quarter
ate
cup?
off it. Huh?
What is the quarter cup? It's right here.
What is a quarter cup?
No, I said which one is the quarter
Well,
cup?
what is a quarter cup?
What is? Yeah, no, I do remember the kick to get rid of sodas and stuff. And I would have said the big Texas cinnamon bun. That's one that got out. Remember those? The big Texases. You can't. They sell them actually at Bad Cat Coffee. Just throwing it out there. So if you want to get one, I'm pretty sure they have it.
Is Santa Claus in the chat?
Yeah, shout out to Santa Claus and Bad Cat Coffee. But I haven't seen those things in a hot second. But the Pop-Tart, you're right, it did survive. I feel like Pop-Tart must have some kind of, effective PR department that's able to get them into some.
They have an in with the federal government?
Into somewhere.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Honestly, I mean, yes. Doesn't a lot of big food companies don't they?
Well, let's not talk off the cuff about it. We don't wanna
Let's not
besmirch-
get ourselves on a list here.
Yeah. But anyway, I was going to say that I would say that Pop-Tarts, I mean, maybe they're not that bad for you. Actually, I checked the calorie count on these bad boys. I was like, not that means anything, right? It's all about the
Yeah.
sugars and the extra stuff.
It's about the
trans
what's
fats.
actually in it.
Yeah, but I was like, this doesn't look so bad. Is something going on in the chat, Carly?
No, I'm sorry. Talon said, I used to think Pop-Tarts were spicy. Turns out I'm allergic to wheat.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh my god.
That's like me and pineapple, actually.
Let me get in there.
But it's a very mild allergy, like nothing like
I feel
really.
a lot of people have that, where they still eat pineapple, but
Yeah.
it's like there's a little bit of numbing action.
I'm not
it's
sure
a
you
little
are.
numb. It's a little. No, what happened
I'm not
was.
sure you're allergic. I think it's.
It can also just be that it's super acidic, and then we tried to take voiceover right after I ate not even a lot of pineapple, just a little pineapple, and I just could not. No, but actually, I think it was more than just the acid. It was like kind of like my tongue can't really move.
Sorry, this is a gargly noise, guys.
I think it's okay.
That's not that bad.
It looks like the TikTok, so I think you're
It
doing a good
does.
job,
We're-
actually.
So far, so good. Wow.
What's happening?
You're so serious about it.
Wait, what's happening right
I'm
now?
losing myself in the stirring. I legitimately blacked out. I was like,
I just blacked back in. Why is there a Pop-Tart inside this mug?
okay, what do you think?
I
that
think it
pretty
looks good.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think you nailed it.
Okay, should we clean off the sides, Saf?
Honestly, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I think it's gonna puff up anyways.
Yeah.
Well, let's move this.
This was an idea to do clear mugs, but you know, it's kind of interesting. You
I
can see
thought it was
something.
good. I thought we delivered the visual.
All right, this is what it looks like.
Nice.
Nice.
Looks
Nice.
like ground meat.
I think the wild berry Pop-Tart was good. That's what I also wanted to say. Do you remember that one that has the purple frosting?
I don't like it.
You don't like that one?
I liked the strawberry Pop-Tarts that weren't frosted for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I liked those.
Because there is an appeal to the non-frosted ones.
I like bready things.
Sorry, I'm doing everything wrong.
The s'mores one was good. Those are the classics. The s'mores, the cinnamon, the blueberry, and the strawberry. Those are the classics.
S'mores and brown sugar. There's one that was like cookie something.
No, there definitely was. There's definitely an Oreo one. And they do a lot of stuff. Again, like I was saying, Mythical did like a gut check on it. It was a good one because it was like a complete like collection of what has been Pop-Tarted. You know what I'm saying?
Franken?
Franken Pop-Tart?
It's a great idea.
Pop-Tart?
It could be a Frank
It's already
off.
on our list.
It is. Okay.
Frank off.
We've already had this
Frank
idea.
off. Frank off. There's so much you can do with it.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
Franken Pop-Tart.
You could flay them.
How would you?
Right,
Yeah,
you-
you'd have to
you
flay
flay
them.
Yeah,
Yeah, open them
Use a
up.
peeler.
Right, yeah, you get them in there. You get the marmalade. What even would you call the inside?
Jam?
Jam.
Jelly?
Get the jelly.
Syrup? No, it's not syrup.
It's kind of syrupy. I mean, I think it depends. I would say that the s'mores one has a more syrupy component, like a Hershey-esque syrup type innard. You know, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree. You're right. You do
Are
be
we
right.
missing a Pop-Tart that we should be mentioning? Is the chat saying no? The best Pop-Tart is XYZ, or how do they feel?
Honestly, I feel like I remember all the Pop-Tarts.
no,
you know what I
don't.
really liked?
No, you don't.
What?
You're
You know what I
not-
really liked?
yeah.
The Quaker Oats oatmeal that had dinosaur eggs in it that would hatch when you put water on it.
Everyone likes
Wow.
that. That's
That was the
awesome.
best.
Dino eggs, yeah.
And I used to sometimes just eat the eggs because they were just sugar, and I just liked them.
I miss that era of like just no holds bar, whatever is sugar, put it in there.
Yeah,
yeah. I
just
mean, like
no
it was.
holds-
By the way, I saw a Dunkaroo the other day.
Whoa.
I didn't think that you were even allowed to sell those things.
You say that often. Every time Tyler sees a Dunkaroo, he goes, "Are we sure that's street legal?"
Yeah, I do.
He says that every time.
I say it every
All right,
time.
hold on. It's coming out. All right, you
It's
got
just,
it?
it's just. He did it for 2 minutes, I believe, right?
I put it for 1:30.
Okay, ready?
Carly said 1:30 to 2.
So just check to see if it's cooked and then.
Does it look
he
like it's
also
cooked?
did 4 Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Just
Let's do it for another 15.
all right.
Wow.
15, guys. That's a soap melting number.
That is a melt and pour soap type of number.
You really don't want your melt and pour soap to like. You really don't want it to like boil because it's so hot.
Here's the things that we actually have our videos planned out for, like our main channel videos planned out for a while.
Yeah, we do.
But I do want to go to do our crafting collab sweep. I haven't actually also even talked to any of these people about this.
This
I want to
Texan
go to
collab sweep?
the Texan collab suite.
Yeah.
Katie at Royalty Soaps, Evan
Yes.
and Caitlin,
Ooh,
Super Ray
absolutely.
Dizzle, all in a row. I literally haven't asked any of
None
these
of them
people
know
about
us
this.
actually. Just to be fair.
I know. I met Katie, Royalty Soaps. Katie.
Katie's nice. We saw her at VidCon in 2019, and she like gave us soaps.
She also was in our Franken soap video.
That is true. Yeah. Katie's
we've
awesome. Yeah, I
talked
really
to
like
each
Katie.
other
Yeah,
a
she's
bunch.
really nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really cool.
All right, this is what it looks like. Yeah, you can show Allie.
Allie.
You just put on the side. Put it this way. You can show. Look at that. It's cooked. It's cooked.
That camera looks crazy.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with the frame.
Such a
Okay, ready? You want to get a good bite? Oh wow, this is good. Let's do top down.
What does it feel like?
It's really like soft doughy, I will say. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing to it but just milk and Pop-Tarts.
It's like a really spongy cake. All right, you take that.
Oh, no, I'll feed you.
Okay. I bring it on.
Why does it smell like pasta to
Let me
me?
see. It smells exactly like pasta.
Yeah.
It's because the breading.
Plain dough. Is it going to be hot? It's going to be hot.
It tastes like pasta.
What?
Have you tried this?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I
No.
didn't. I actually didn't.
That
eat
is one thing. That Carly is able to achieve the actual consistency, but saves the reactions.
Yeah. Carly makes it but doesn't try
Yeah,
it.
no, I did not eat that.
It doesn't. Does it look?
It tastes
even-
exactly
Does it look
like
like
pasta.
anything? I want someone to see this. Does
Yeah,
it
this
look like anything?
this guy did not say it was bussin', and I'm glad he didn't.
I really think it looks like raw hamburger meat.
It
Like
does?
It's got that color for sure.
It definitely does.
I'm just surprised that it would taste like pasta.
Exactly like pasta. Try to find the strawberry. Can you find the strawberry in that?
It's a little sweet.
Okay. Give me another bite. Maybe it was just the top. It tastes like, it tastes almost like a macaroni. Plain macaroni and cheese. Kraft's macaroni and cheese.
There's
Which
something
makes me think they're all just the
Which
same.
is pasta. You're right.
It is. It has achieved cake, right? Like it is solid. You are able to use a fork and pick it up.
What the hell is that?
It's part of you didn't blend it.
Oh, okay.
It's unblended. You're like, is this raw hamburger meat?
You said, what is that?
What is that? What is that?
Put 2 ingredients in there.
Okay, it did achieve cake. It is a different. It is solid, right?
Okay.
It kind of just tastes like starch, like slightly sweet starch.
Is that not what kind of really dry Kraft mac and cheese tastes like?
No, I agree. I agree with
Yeah.
you. I'm trying to. You're just saying pasta but you mean like a plain noodle. You don't mean like a pasta dish. You mean like a single plain cooked noodle, but a little bit sweet, is what it tastes like.
It's kind of like if you had corn product as the general ingredient. You know, they take corn and they turn it into a million different things, right? So a Pop-Tart is really just a corn with extra steps, and the Kraft mac and cheese is corn with a little bit of instant
You think
cheese.
it's corn? It's wheat.
Whatever, Whatever,
I know, but that person in the chat said that they're allergic to Pop-Tarts because they're allergic to wheat.
That is true. Okay, so it's
You mean
wheat product. Yeah, there's got to be. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They all converge. There's something there's. I don't know anything. I'm sorry about.
No, I agree.
Why eat pasta when you could just have a Pop-Tart? It's the same thing.
I think that it just tastes like plain starchy nothing, with a little bit of sweetness.
It's starch. Yeah.
It's cake though. It is solid.
Yeah. I mean, I think. Listen, hey, it's.
I keep eating it actually.
Well, but I kind of like it.
Absolutely defeated.
I like pasta.
Yeah, you just do something. If you're presented with a plate of plain pasta, you'll munch at it.
1 out of 10. What are you thinking?
I'm confused because I think that the flavor profile is less interesting and less delicious than the pizza. But we did eat more of this one. I would say it's a 5.
I felt like it was defensive eating.
Yeah.
You know, we just the fork was moving. We just kept just keep the fork going. You know.
I'd give it a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 5 too.
Yeah.
Extraordinarily mediocre.
If the pizza was a 7, this is a 5.
I would like to, in theory, try a different flavor and see what that would yield. But
I think the Franken Pop-Tart does have something there. But I think that
but-
the Pop-Tart cake is medium. Anyway, all right. I mean Pop-Tart mug cake. I bet you if you actually did something more than just put milk in it, you could probably make a good Pop-Tart cake.
Yeah, possibly.
that would be cool. Almost like a cake expert. Really trying to take it to the nines. Yeah.
I bet you
Is that a
Joshua
is that a-
Weissman could do it.
He could do a lot of
A
stuff.
Pop-Tart but better.
Yeah.
Pop-Tart mug cake but better.
I will say I have gotten several compliments about my McGriddle, which of course is Joshua Weissman's, but from Santa Claus.
Oh,
Santa Claus thought it was good. You thought it was good, yeah.
I was like, from Joshua?
is it from Joshua? Joshua?
Joshua?
Has it been established that Tyler knows Santa Claus in person? It has, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know, but he's a good dude. Like,
Tyler knows Santa Claus.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Moving on to mug recipe number 3, banana bread.
Yeah.
Let me get my phone. Yeah, I can't really. Okay, Tyler, you narrate it while I
Okay,
find out.
so banana bread, you know it. You love it. So you mash a banana,
Here's some stuff.
and then you add all these other things. There's a long list, actually. And then you swirl it up, and then you put cinnamon on top. You put the mug in, a minute 30 it looks like. You take it out. Hey, you got banana bread. So now we're going back into the cake arena.
Yes. This recipe is from Behringer. And I think we picked this one because it looked pretty legit.
This one looks like real food.
Yeah, it looked like legit. You are making like a real recipe in a mug versus like the other ones, which is like, is this gonna work? This feels like it could work and it could produce an actual cake you will want to eat.
Who doesn't like banana bread?
I think you like banana bread, which is why we picked it, but also obviously banana.
Yeah, you were very adamant about the banana
Oh,
bread.
it was?
Yeah.
Tyler has no recollection.
Like, the minute he looked at the list, he's like, oh, banana bread.
I believe it.
I actually remember that. I do remember that.
I believe it, yeah.
And then you said, so banana bread for Tyler.
So we're doing banana bread, I guess. Okay.
All right.
All right,
Let's get into it.
here's a banana. All right, Tyler, we need half a banana mashed at the bottom.
Yes.
Then we need a 1/4 cup of almond milk and a dash of vanilla.
Okay. It's all about. Oh, this banana smells good. I think I'm just really hungry.
Almond
today.
milk? Oh, there it is.
Okay, let me start mashing this guy.
Did you just eat the other half?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to eat it.
I just looked over and it was just like an empty peel.
Just
I was like,
smashed it.
what? Okay.
Okay, here we go. With a fork.
Yeah,
you got a
that's
fork.
what I did.
This is
Okay.
good for. This is a good for. Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
I did ask Carly right before this, how do you mash a banana?
How do you mash a banana?
I feel like there are like mashing tools though in life.
Probably.
But that kind of defeats the purpose
don't-
of the mug recipes. Like, have all the tools.
I feel like the masher, like the potato masher, is too wide for a mug.
Yeah, it'd be tough to put it inside of a mug. It's kind of a thing.
I'm sorry about the noise, guys.
It's okay. I'll cover your microphone.
Yeah, cover that thing.
Is that helping at
This
all?
is not shrimp lo-fi, you know.
All right. How about if I just talk a droning, low talking noise over the sort of like squeaking of the glass in the metal? Okay. So next up, we're gonna. Let me know when you're done. Next up, we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of almond milk and a dash of vanilla. I have the almond milk ready. The vanilla. Oh, there's a train cameo.
That's like the
Train.
third train.
Oh, did we talk about the other ones?
We did not actually.
Oh, I
no.
didn't even notice the other trains.
I didn't notice the other trains
We're just
either.
having so much fun in here.
Yeah, it was really-
Okay, what are we doing here?
A 1/4 cup of almond milk.
Okay, almond milk.
Yeah,
Oh, this is dairy free.
this is a real recipe.
It even has like gluten-free flour too.
Oh,
cute.
wow. Okay.
So, dear wheat allergic person
yes.
in the chat.
Yes.
Okay, 1/4
What
cup
a
of
personal
almond
shout out.
I don't know. I don't know them.
I don't know.
Here, let me move this mozzarella. This mozzarella is like melting on top of the microwave. It's just a block at the end, just
Nice.
like a bag of cheese.
Someone will eat it.
Someone will eat it.
Okay. Bring this in. Yes.
Can you move the mug up a little bit, Ty?
Oh, my bad.
No, it's all good.
My bad.
I haven't really been monitoring it.
Okay.
A dash of vanilla. I've said it like 4 times,
Do
sorry.
you want to use the dash one, or you just want to just dash
Use
it?
a dash. Use it. You got it. Just use it.
Carly was just about to say, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
It doesn't matter,
Actually,
though.
probably do what Carly says.
It does not matter. I think I just,
Path of least resistance.
yeah.
Just don't do it.
Woo!
Nice.
All right. Good. Good.
Okay, there we go.
A 1/4 cup of gluten-free flour.
1/4 cup. 1/4 cup. Oh yeah, so this one. This is my instrument over here.
Gluten-free flour blend.
Crate and Barrel 1/4 cup.
We also have almond flour. We're not using this.
We are. It's
Oh.
Also 3 tablespoons of almond flour.
Oh.
They're next to each other. I ran out of
Oh,
space.
oh. Okay,
Almond
yeah.
flour is good. That's
I
what
do
use
like
for my-
almond flour.
That's what I use for my turkey meatballs.
That is good. A 1/4 cup of gluten-free flour. Go for it.
Yeah.
I ran out of iced coffee in my Frog with Knife mug, and I'm kind of sad about it.
You just like having something to sip on?
Yeah. I do.
I feel like I can't even
That's
see.
why I did the spoon.
My eyes were shaking in my head trying to see you.
What is happening?
That was insane.
All right, quarter cup of gluten free. What?
Yeah, you're doing it.
It's
Yeah.
because I was fear mongered in the past about having heaping dries. Okay, so I'm like,
I'm just so surprised
Tyler goes
at how fast. It was so fast.
I tried to shake off the top.
That's the coffee at work. That was just you jittery.
Yeah, just no. The coffee just translates to like pure existential terror. You're like, "Ugh." Immediately, yes. Okay.
You also have to do 3 tablespoons of almond flour.
Okay,
Here's
here
the
you go.
almond flour. I'll get.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I'm still so surprised.
I won. I could just do this. All right. 2.
Sorry, we didn't mean to make you self-conscious about your methods.
You can do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
No, I can see that it looks crazy.
The amount of concentration that Tyler has shown in this stream is really impressive, actually.
No,
I would say.
No, it's like it's a thing like late at night because like late at night I get like more stressed late at night.
It's
like
6 p.m.
You start running out of like momentum or whatever, and when I have to cook like eggs or anything like that, I'm so jittery. Like I one time I was like because I have this like thing where I use a pot to cook my scrambled eggs in because it's great because you can just scramble them in there or just beat them in there and just put it on. And one time I was like trying to do it and I was so concentrated and I just like shot half of them out into the sink and there were our last 5 eggs. I was like, oh crap. And we were very late on eggs that night. Anyway, so
Is that when you came downstairs and ate Carly's eggs that were for the stream?
that happens all the time actually. Yeah.
All right, that's 1 tablespoon of syrup.
Okay.
This is a full mug.
It is.
And then we're gonna do half a teaspoon of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of baking powder, and that's it.
Cinnamon. Where is it?
Here.
Okay.
How much cinnamon is the cinnamon challenge?
It's a whole tablespoon.
1 tablespoon.
Yeah.
And the idea is that your saliva is not wet enough to make it wet, right? That's why
If you do it slowly, then you could. But
That's the
it's just
strategy.
like people trying to swallow it all at once because it's so dry.
Yeah.
Right.
What
so
you-
the strategy is you put it inside your cheek and you like wait
Yes,
until it
that's how you do it.
soaks through.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Yeah, but you're not supposed to do it if you have asthma specifically. I mean, it can harm like your
You do
your air
have
pathways.
asthma.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You have asthma.
I see. I see.
Well, we did a thing that we had to go underwater and we had to do some. We did not get scuba certified, but we had to do some mild scuba diving.
Yeah, but I got okayed by the doctor.
You did.
Yeah. So. Wait,
Nothing.
am I putting a damper on your story?
No, there's no real story. It's just that no, it's fine.
What?
Nothing. It's just that you keep telling everyone you have asthma, and I just feel like you,
I don't have asthma.
Oh, is that the? I didn't realize that was the.
No, okay, hold on. Tyler had asthma as a kid. He does not currently have asthma, but
No, it's like
you haven't had asthma symptoms in years.
No,
right?
it's very psychosomatic.
I also had asthma
Yeah.
as a kid, and then I don't
Yeah.
do anything about it anymore. But
No,
feel
I
like
don't. I don't.
Also,
My
from-
doctor's like, you don't really have asthma. They keep on like giving me increasingly lower dosages.
They basically give him a placebo inhaler at this point.
Well, it's like a preventative one. I don't. Yeah, it's hard. I haven't used albuterol, which is like the emergency inhaler, since like 2008,
Right.
and it's 22. So it's been a long while since
I
I've
also
had like.
think that, and I'm because obviously there are people who actually do have asthma,
Yeah.
but I do think, like Allie has asthma. I do think that there was a time
in the knots.
a time
In the knots.
when millennial kids were like in grade school where suddenly everyone had asthma. They I think that maybe doctors went a little ham with the
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Diagnosing.
That's not. Yeah, I mean, it's a.
they all got a big check from whatever that place is called, Advair.
Advair,
They all got a big check from Advair.
I'm trying to
They're,
stay on as many lists as we can today, and we keep finding ourselves on them.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me go on with this guy. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say anyone who legitimately has asthma
no.
does
Why-
not have asthma.
I had asthma at some
I'm
point.
just
A lot of
saying
people have
I
asthma.
spend almost 24 hours a day with Tyler, and I have for the past almost 8 years.
No. I think
And
that.
I have never once seen him have any asthma.
Well, I think no, your point's right because my sister does not have asthma, and at some point she had an inhaler.
Yeah.
Like my sister specifically, they're like, she never really had asthma, and they're like, we're just gonna give you this inhaler.
That's exactly the amount of asthma I had.
Yeah, they just
because
gave you
my
one,
brother
yeah.
had more legitimate asthma. My
Yeah.
brother had asthma
Your brother
at
had
some
asthma,
point,
yeah.
and I also got an inhaler for no reason.
Yeah, no, I think that, yeah.
But that might have just been my mom. I don't know.
Let's move on from the asthma conversation here. No, but no. Long story short, I'm trying to like wean myself off of the asthma stuff because I don't know. It's pretty like it's an expensive puffer. Anyway, so
Am I causing a controversy?
I don't think it's that controversial. Okay, anyway, Carly, have we been controversial enough in this stream?
No.
Okay, cool.
You're going to have to up it a notch.
Okay. Let's move on to the banana bread here. So I think we're good to go.
So you just have to top it with
A little bit of cinnamon.
Yeah, just to cover the top.
Okay, you want to hit it?
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say that we've existed on this digital media platform, YouTube, and have dodged many of the challenge crazes, including the cinnamon challenge.
Well, we were too late for the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah. And we never did like the Reaper challenge.
We did the smoothie challenge on the stream, but I think people overall didn't really like it.
It was pretty gross. It was pretty gross.
It was pretty gross.
We also, how many minutes did we put in this for?
You were gonna put it in there for 1:30.
We did though. I mean, like in that vending machine video, we did try some of that hyper spicy stuff. You probably could handle the Carolina Reaper pretty well. Like you probably could do it. It's not. I don't think I
Should
could.
we try it? I don't know.
I really don't want
to.
to.
We did the spicy noodle challenge, and that was hard.
Right. And
I ended up under the table.
Yeah. That you did.
I literally was noodled under the table.
Yeah, I know. Was that the? Yeah. Okay. Was that the one where? Yeah.
Where Krusty pooped on the carpet.
Yeah. In the middle of the stream, and none of us knew that about it.
Except for me, because I was sitting on the ground.
No. There's no way you noticed. I saw it. I was like, guys, this happened.
But that was just him.
Yes. Anyway, I don't want to do the Carolina Reaper. It seems very spicy, but I do want to try that super spicy ice cream that is nearby. There is a nearby ice cream place that apparently has very good ice cream, but one of their flavors is like a super spicy chili pepper flavor that you have to sign a waiver to try.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's it called?
I don't know.
It's called like a cold heat or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's like incredibly spicy ice cream, and so it's like a very like, I would probably say it's once again, and I know I reference Four Locos almost endlessly, like a Four Loco of
and why not?
Of what is the spice thing again? The spice meter?
Scoville.
Scovilles. Yeah, like a Scoville Four
That's like a
Loco
spice
because
thing.
you use like dairy and sweet and cold things to like go anti-spice. You know what I mean? Like you drink like milk or like. So
That doesn't work for me at all.
But it's supposed to be like
doesn't work for me at
things
all.
that quiet the spice, and then you are also eating really spicy stuff.
I think the only thing that quells spice for me is white rice.
Oh, bring it out. I think Allie
Yeah.
has the shot set up.
All right, here we go.
We can bring it out.
Oh!
It's
ready?
really tall.
Okay, here we go.
If they're right here. Oh,
That looks like a
huge.
latte candle, baby.
it does.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Here we go.
All right, can you poke it?
It smells incredible.
It does. I mean, but it's also just a bunch of hot cinnamon. So, like, of course it's going to smell good.
It smells a little bit like a cinnamon challenge.
We never did a cinnamon challenge.
I know.
I've watched Glozell's cinnamon challenge enough to know I probably should never try it.
Oh, it's one of the finest videos on the internet. It's unbelievable. Okay.
I think it's the initial, spurt out.
It's the
it's a beautiful shot.
disappearing of Glozell from the camera. It's that you no longer can see anything. It's incredible content. Yeah.
It's very immersive. Oh, it's kind of wet. Oh, whoa.
It's kind of got a mousse dynamic to it.
It's moussey. It almost looks like tiramisu.
There's a lot of cinnamon on the
But
top
I thought
of
I was
this guy.
supposed to coat it.
That's fine. No, you have followed the recipe.
I'm looking
correctly.
straight at Carly incredulously. I thought I was supposed to.
Just put it on top.
Okay, should I eat this thing?
You should.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I'm
I
gonna use
smell
the-
some banana.
I'm going to use the banana.
Oh, I smell a lot of banana.
Yeah. I still got just a lot of dough in my nose right
Here's
now.
my problem
it's
is
yours.
I like raw dough. Like I kind of like wet dough.
Yeah.
So I've actually been unhappy with how cooked these things are because I was hoping for something a little bit more half baked, but
Pretty tasteless, actually.
really,
Oh wow.
Yeah, like almost.
That's harsh.
Yeah, like pretty tasteless. I mean.
And you have a bunch of cinnamon on there too.
Man.
What happened
And
to
you
you?
wanted that banana bread too. I feel so sad for you.
Okay, banana.
Oh. I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, there's no taste.
Let's go further down. Well, there is a little something.
I'm not getting anything.
There's a lot of banana on there. Maybe it was a mixing issue. I'm not trying to criticize you, but I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, it's fair.
It is a little. The texture is very nice. It's moist. It's light. It's fluffy. It's the most legitimate texture we've had so far, for sure.
Hot hell.
It is hot.
Yeah.
The taste is mild. It is. Well, here's the thing: it is supposed to be a banana bread. Although banana breads are supposed to be like taste like something, but maybe it's more bread than banana.
There was more flavor in the second one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe further down there's a little more flavor.
A little more flavor.
It's also hard to say, like, if in the microwave even, like, the things stratify themselves, like the banana's heavier.
I'll say this. I feel like the pastry world has taken a serious leap forward. I think it is accelerated by the interneting of everything. Like that croissant place that we go to in Raleigh is incredible. Right? You know, like I feel like there's a lot of there's a place downstairs. I just doxed us, but
Don't keep going.
but there's a place that sells mochi donuts that is legit. Like, I mean, they're the greatest things I've ever had, you know? So I feel like there's been a lot of great experimentation and a lot of food out there that's really good. And I feel like, you know, as a result, my palate is less accepting, right? It's more critical because I'm like, well, this is not as good as like a XYZ.
You have a rejecting palate.
Exactly.
You have a dismissive palate.
In terms of pastry. Because pastries have just been excellent. I mean, you go to a Wegmans.
I don't know. If
Wegmans got everything.
This is what it looks. I'm trying to show people what this looks like. This is what it looks like. Can you see? You can't. They can't really see. You can't really see. It just looks like a chasm.
It looks pretty though.
It's actually, you know, and that's another side is the mug recipes check a lot of visual boxes. They're really fun, you know. They're fun looking and seeming, but.
Well, I think the idea is like it's midnight and you just want a little bit of something, and you just throw it in a mug. I think that's the whole idea.
It's like all you got is a kitchenette.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
No, mugs. I would say
It is definitely good enough. It's good enough. I just think I had higher expectations for it because it was like seemed so legit going in.
Yeah.
I think that everything is good about it. It could just be more vanilla-y and more banana-y. That's it. But overall, everything else about it is good. The flavor is just a bit too mild.
What does the chat think?
About they're all talking about Four Locos.
Okay, cool. Good,
That's
good,
all
good,
I can tell you right now.
Four Locos.
If you want banana bread info.
Yeah, that's because Four Locos, I think, landed almost perfectly on Safiya and I's college experience.
They were only legal for a brief period of time.
I remember.
But actually, no, they were able to be brought back. They just had to change their ingredients.
They had to get rid of guanine.
Yeah.
Or like whatever, like one of the like energy accelerants was. I remember one of my Spanish projects, Spanish translations in sophomore year of college was translating an article about how dangerous Four Locos were.
Wow.
It was like you had to like find an article in Spanish and like translate it. And,
To
like,
be fair, Tyler and I also went to the same college, so I feel like that might have even like made our exposure to Four Loko like even
Very
more niche and random.
yeah.
Because like we have no perspective on if anyone else even cared about it.
There was a big emergence of Edward Four Loko hands. I remember. You know, like Edward 40 hands, but Four Loko hands. And I do remember also.
I do actually.
Occasionally.
Carly remembers this. Okay, different side of the country, different period of time. Carly also did it.
The other dynamic was, of
Did it?
course.
No. Wasn't aware of its
It's
existence.
canon.
Yes.
It's chat canon. Carly is Australian and did Edward Four Loko.
and I do, yeah, other side of the hemisphere, other side of the globe. Yeah. I remember also that like you could stumble across upon an OG Four Loko. Like eventually, like,
Right.
I remember one time my
Someone
friend was like
had it
in
in
my
their
trunk,
closet,
in his
yeah.
trunk, he had like old school Four Lokos,
It
and
was such a bad idea.
and you would drink those and you would lose your mind. And I remember I was at an a cappella party, which are always in college great parties to go to. Right?
They're pretty raucous, actually. I
because
have
they
to be
start
honest.
singing and everyone starts performing. It's fun.
Yeah.
And I remember like my four friends and I were like we had Four Lokos and we were drinking them and like our eyes just started to graze, like glance to each other, and just be like, this is not
Gonna go
alcohol.
well.
This is something else going on with this stuff. You know, it was like this is gonna make us go crazy. And it was It was an interesting night. Anyway, so
I don't have anything left in here except for like a little bit of water at the bottom, but I'm still drinking it, hoping for a drag of coffee.
Out of 10, sweetie, what do you hit this guy with? Banana bread.
Unfortunately, the taste of it did not surpass the pizza.
Yeah.
The texture of it did. 6.5.
Wow. Okay.
7.
Man, I'm gonna sound so crazy on this one. I'm gonna give it a 2.
Oh my.
I really didn't like it.
Wow.
But you know, I mean, so I did not like that. It didn't have any flavor to me.
I will say, Kirsten says that we needed a more ripe banana, which is totally fair because they were all green at the grocery store.
Listen, I'm all about Shaggy. It wasn't me. Okay, let's blame
Yeah.
the banana. Okay, we can exonerate all of us involved in this, including the source content. I'm down with it.
I think that there could be a way to use this exact same recipe and just slightly amp up some of the flavor aspects, and it would be actually very, very, very good.
I will say specifically, we scarfed our banana Foster in the Franken wedding cake. I remember back in the day, we made it. We used a very unripe banana, and it's never sat well with me because it's like the banana.
Excuse me, I just burped. We put a banana layer in our Franken wedding cake.
Banana Foster, yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's a banana cake in there. It was bad though, because we had like a very green banana, and I was like, well, this is the only banana they had, and so I remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember it.
It's that.
Harley remembers that. How do I not remember it?
Because you blacked out that entire second half of that year. That second half of that year with the wedding content and everything.
I blacked out the wedding. I forgot. I woke up one day.
It was just a mad rush. Well, because we got married, and then we had all this stuff we had to produce, and it was like, oh.
Well, we produced it first. They're all filmed before our
There
wedding.
is a photo of me like the week after our wedding at like our friend's wedding, and I'm wearing my wedding ring because I completely forgot. People didn't know.
Well, what's interesting actually about
Everyone
that
found out, yeah.
is that when we posted all our wedding content, because it was like 2 months afterwards, people were like, I bet she made everyone sign NDAs. And I was like, well, I didn't.
You didn't?
No,
No,
I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
just was nice and didn't post anything until I posted.
Yeah. Anyway.
Just wanted to put that out there.
You saw that comment. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah.
I did see that comment.
Yeah, there was no NDA signed. Yeah.
It was on Christine's video. That
Oh,
was also,
really?
that was also when people were saying she didn't look grateful enough for her present.
Which present?
The necklace.
You wear that all the time.
I know.
Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, the last one
I'm
we're
just
doing.
airing out my grievances.
The last. That's what the stream is for. It's therapeutic. Anyway, what is the time check, real quick? Are we?
What the time?
Yeah.
It's
1:20.
6:20. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Because that one runs out of battery at 40. Okay, so does it? One of them runs out of battery, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Let's do it.
Sometimes we can get a.
Why would you do that to
10:45.
Carly?
I'm actually no.
You trying to help?
I'm saying that so if the camera dies, well, that's what happens. It's not like
We stream this long all the time. We just have
It's not
one
like
more
Harley
left.
undercharges the battery.
No, I just meant like she was not panicked, and then you added panic to her plate.
I don't think Harley's
You guys are
panicked
gonna have
right
to talk double speed now.
now. Okay, so.
All right, so now we're on to our final. You want to do it?
No, you do it.
We're on to our final mug recipe, a McGriddle in a mug. And we picked this obviously because 2 streams ago, which was a while ago, but 2 streams ago, we made a homemade McGriddle.
Yes, we did.
So obviously the way a McGriddle works is it's basically like a breakfast sandwich, like inside of pancakes, like at pancake as the bread. So you have to make a pancake for the bottom, then you have to, like make a little egg layer, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, there you go, syrup, egg,
Sausage.
meat, cheese, and then you put it in. I guess she doesn't put like a pancake on top, but I feel like all of the elements of the McGriddle are there.
The bottom is the pancake, yeah.
This
This is by chef.Aaron Morley on TikTok.
I believe this creator has a cookbook, which this one's featured in. So I actually have very high hopes for this one.
This could be legit.
Yes, this could be legit.
All right, ready?
Yes.
So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of pancake mix. We have organic classic birch benders, micro pancakery. This is bougie. Look at that.
This was the one they used in the video, except theirs was keto, and I didn't do the keto one.
Wow, wow, wow.
I don't understand keto.
And then we need
Me
2.
either.
Me either.
So I didn't buy it.
2 tablespoons of pancake mix, 2
2 tablespoons?
2 tablespoons of pancake mix, and then 2 tablespoons of water.
This is a half tablespoon. I'll just do 4.
Okay.
Nice.
I like it. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. And then we're gonna microwave it to make the pancake, and then we're going to do syrup, beaten egg, sausage pieces, and cheese, and then we're gonna microwave it for another minute.
This one might be the hardest one. I said originally I thought the pizza was the hardest one. This one might be the hardest one.
Pretty hard.
2 tablespoons of water.
It's already measured out on.
I think it's mine. I have it already.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Heck yeah. All right, here it is.
Yes.
Water. All right, are you gonna mix it, Ty?
Yeah, sure.
Or do you want me to do it?
No, I'll do it.
Great.
Bring it on.
That's what I like to hear. I'm gonna just suck on my pieces of ice in the corner.
Oh, there was ice in there.
I
Okay.
think that was a sound.
I was like, what is clinking? I thought you just had like
My
water.
teeth rattling around in my
Yeah,
mouth.
no, I was like,
What?
just looking around.
What? Oh man. Okay, so we just sent a video of this to Matt and Stephanie. Look what we're doing live.
All right, what are we doing next?
I'm gonna give Matt Pat a hard time about live your life. Okay, Matt.
You're just microwaving it.
All right.
We microwave it to like make the pancake at the bottom solid first, and then you come back in with everything else.
Got it.
And we're gonna microwave it for 30 seconds. I think just to create like a solid thing to put stuff on top of.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you might end up with like egg inside of your pancake possibly. Get it? Pick it up and put it down?
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, I need more caffeine. I feel like
That's why I was sucking on my pieces of ice.
I'm
That's why I
tired,
was
dude.
doing it.
Yeah, it's been a really long, like
2 weeks.
21 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
completely agree.
A long fortnight.
Fortnite, that's so underutilized. I love Fortnite.
Oh, it's overutilized actually.
You have something in your
it's
teeth right here.
there's a little seasoning.
It's okay, just don't open your mouth too wide. There's no zoom in, there's no close-ups on your face.
Just stay quiet the rest of the stream.
Allie proceeds to zoom in, rack
Oh,
focus.
you mean this?
All right, this guy's standing up pretty tall.
Okay, wait, suddenly he became really fluffy and weird.
Yeah.
Do you see him?
Awesome.
He's round and weird.
Maybe I should have gotten the keto.
The keto one's like flat and shriveled.
This is what happens when we go off recipe.
Okay, cool. Now we're gonna do syrup on top.
Right.
And for the Canadians,
It's not
this is,
syrup.
I think that they say it's table syrup, not maple.
We
As long as
had
you
that-
don't use the word maple, you should be fine.
It's already going down, by the way. It's like,
Oh, deflating.
we have been
It's
using
like, it's
a
going
lot.
down. What? Our SmackDown with the Canadians?
I was
What's
going to try
happening?
to work in a Kesha reference, but I decided not
Oh.
to. But I feel like we have we've used
seem
Ben's
good?
syrup a lot. I feel like
We have.
I feel like
it's also funny
we've
that
been
like
successfully bullied by
when
the
we
Canadians.
first got the
Yeah.
syrup, we were like, "Who sent us this?" And Ben was like, "Me."
Um,
We were like, "Is this a PR package?" No. Okay, so now we need a beaten egg,
right.
and
But when I said to put the salt in there, that
Got-
was my bad. But you can dump it into a used mug.
I can, yeah,
Right there.
yeah,
Right there.
yeah. All right, so here's for
good.
your egg,
Yeah.
and here, where is your egg?
This is my hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then I will get the sausage pieces and the cheese also.
Okay. That's my butt. Okay, give me just 1 second.
Ah!
What's up? What happened?
No, your coffee cup came tumbling down on top of me. Nothing actually hit me. It was more just panic.
Right.
And these sausages are pre-cooked already,
Yeah,
so
they
I can
are.
just kind of tear them apart, right?
Yeah. You're tearing up my heart. Oh wait, sorry, I don't need it. Copyright struck.
I thought we already were because of happy birthday.
Well, no.
So Carly, what did you do for your birthday besides not tell anyone it was your birthday?
Yesterday I did nothing. On Sunday I went to my parents' house. We
Cute.
watched a lot of Run BTS.
Is this what I'm using to beat it?
Yeah.
Were your parents like, okay, just because it's your birthday, we'll watch it?
Yeah, my mom likes it a lot, but like my brother indulged me, but he was laughing. He thought it was funny.
Run
And I
BTS
live
is
by
pretty
that.
funny.
Run BTS is great.
I like the ones where they all get drunk.
Oh, those are
But
great.
that's Festa.
Yeah, that was just yeah.
That's like a once a year
was
That
thing.
was
special.
one of the great, yeah. And they read each other's text messages.
Yeah.
It's elite content, yeah.
It's really-
Is Run BTS, are they in studio or are they out and about doing stuff?
it depends.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
usually in studio, but they've done some in like Canada, and
Yeah.
it's like over now though. I think.
Forever?
I think so. They had like a whole like. They call it a hiatus, but
Yeah.
Right.
they had like a really
Once-
good like ending episode, so I think that it's
It's over, yeah. I feel like one sausage is actually enough.
All right, cool. Should I go in
Don't
with
you
the
think?
scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the beat eggs, yeah. Whole thing?
I think the whole thing, yeah. And then here's some sausage.
Yes.
Actually, this is going to be interesting because the sausage is going to kind of be inside the egg, which is going to be kind of good, I feel like.
It's possible. What?
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to, withhold too much excessive joy.
You think that's what sent the banana bread down the wrong road?
I think that this microwave, which has been with us in every stream, can sense my optimism.
The banana
likes to
bread
troll
broke her
me.
spirits.
Yeah. This is a very fragrant sharp cheddar. Okay, let's bring this on.
I do like, on the topic of BTS, I do like that new Psy song that has Suga on it.
I do too.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful. Yes.
It's great.
I do like that.
Actually, Allie, that's a good treadmill song.
That honestly, it would be a good one.
Oh yeah.
It's got like a very like persistent beat and rhythm.
It's good. All right.
The Carly x Ally collab.
Yes.
It's just a Psy collab
Yeah.
All right.
over and over again. One song.
All right, let's put that guy in.
For Carly's birthday?
Right, Carly, you
Did
can
you
extort
see it?
people with that.
I asked for a My Chemical Romance
I have
playlist.
so many on my list.
My Chemical Romance would be good.
All right, so I put it in. Did we see it already? Did we see it raw?
We have seen. Have you seen it?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
'Kay.
it. All right, let's switch.
How long? Oh, sorry.
Let's recross streams. Yes, or uncross streams. Yes. Okay, there we go. 1 minute.
1 minute.
I'm trying to think what that song is called. I don't know. No, is a great song. I'm saying the My Chemical Romance song. Is it something Black Parade? Or
Oh,
is
Welcome to the Black Parade.
It'd be a really interesting song in the treadmill because there's all those different speed pacings at different times.
My Chemical Romance just dropped another song last week
Wow.
for the first time since 2013.
What's the band that Alex can go see?
5 Seconds of
Sauce.
Summer.
What's their song?
They have a lot.
Best.
Okay,
best
no,
is it
you
something
know what I
best
mean, though.
something ever?
That's One Direction.
Wait, which one's
No,
that?
there's something. It's like the
song ever.
best song ever.
5 Seconds of Summer, like She Looks So Perfect. That one is a famous one.
Is that the one that Mr. Kate's husband was in?
That's what I said.
No, that's One Click Summer.
Oh, that's Click 5.
Click 5.
Oh my god.
Does that work?
Ask
Does anybody know?
Some of these
band
meld
trivia.
together. You gotta give it to me. Some of these are very. They all same. They are the same era though, right?
No, I think this one's
Click 5 was like
a little
my
earlier.
kindergarten years.
Oh
earlier.
yeah, Click 5 was young,
Okay.
young.
Oh.
This thing is looking.
It's
interesting.
tall.
Ready? Incoming.
Wow.
Where is the focus?
There we go.
That's why we brought the clear mug out, so you could just see the side.
The ratio
Oh my
is
god.
off.
Oh
The
my
ratios.
God.
The ratios
egg.
are crazy.
Yeah.
The
It
egg. Wow,
Like,
what
maybe we needed like a wider mug.
I guess the clear mugs. It's tough to get clear and also all the right specs.
There's
but-
a theory I feel like that with the clear mug that the heat distribution could be different too.
Well, that's why I was like, we should
Oh.
try it with the clear mug to see if it would work. But I mean, they all worked.
They worked fine.
They look good.
There's nothing wrong with this. It just like looks crazy.
It looks good.
I have nothing but a knife left. I'm gonna eat it with my banana bread fork.
Cool.
All right.
Let's do it.
What do you think?
It
smells pretty good.
smells really. Okay, so to get the McGriddle components,
You have to go all the way down.
You gotta go all the
I
way.
probably should have done more syrup. I'm sorry. If it's not syrupy enough, that's my fault.
Just do a
I don't
little
think I
solution.
understood how much egg there would
You
be.
didn't understand the assignment.
I didn't actually. Oh, okay. Tyler is pre-syruping. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm actually very excited for this spoon. But you know what? I really enjoyed my other McGriddle experience. So I don't know if this can truly supplant the experience that is this.
I don't even know if I got any griddle.
I know it's a little tough.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
It's hot. How did you eat that?
Oh no.
It's hot.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
I've been attacked. Well, that's just cheese. That's just straight cheese. Yeah, it's
I got a
hot.
little more McGriddle in the bomb.
You did?
No. That's not bad.
I mean,
That's pretty good.
it's good.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't get any McGriddle cake or whatever. I didn't get any pancake.
Go for it now. You can see right there. You want this bite? So I got good McGriddle.
No, yes, I do.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I'm blowing it. All right, go for it. That's pretty good. This is what I'm talking about.
That is very good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Interestingly enough, when we made the McGriddle here, live, homemade McGriddle, following Joshua Weissman's recipe, but at the same time also doing our own mistakes with it. My problem was our pancakes were so tall that it was almost too much pancake. Now with pancake only below, it actually might be perfect ratio.
Yeah.
And it took 10 minutes versus 90.
It did take us 9 minutes to do it.
Well, to be fair, we were talking and...
To be fair,
Yep.
I am incompetent.
I think that's very good.
Yeah, this is actually, listen.
That's like a real dish.
It's got that thing. Is it Jimmy Dean's?
Sure.
The frozen Jimmy Dean sandwich?
Well, it is also, that's exactly the type of sausage that went in there. Is
Right.
Jimmy Dean sausage.
So now I'm going to sully the name. It's a better Jimmy Dean sausage. Is what I'm trying. It's Jimmy Dean sandwich. It's
because the Jimmy Dean sandwiches that you reheat the bread ends up being a little bit tough.
Hard, yeah.
But
A muffin.
this little pancake mix that we did right here is nice and light and fluffy. So it's all the goodness of a Jimmy Dean's breakfast sandwich, but with a light and fluffy pancake instead of the sort of tough, thawed English muffin.
You ready for this, chat? It is Gordy.
It's pretty. It's Gordy.
It's Gordy. I love it.
I know they're excited.
Yeah, I feel like you legit could you could eat this. You should. This is a good idea.
I will legitimately eat that.
I endorse this.
Everything's good about it.
Oh yeah.
The mug is looking a little bit gross when I'm looking at it in the monitor, but maybe that's why you don't get a glass mug. Maybe that's why you have a cute little porcelain, almost bowl-like mug.
It's so good.
Finish it. You're hungry. Finish
Put
it.
a little hot sauce in that.
You don't even need it. It's good the way it is. And I was saying, maybe I didn't put enough syrup. It's good the way it is. It's not dry. It's very moist.
I love it.
The anticipation for the last bite.
I love it. That was straight up good. I liked it.
Good stream.
Good stream?
Good stream.
You're hungry? You're super hungry to enter the stream.
I gotta work up an appetite now for my birthday dinner.
Yeah, now we're going with Matt and Steph Pat to a fancy restaurant in Cary. And you are gonna come in with McGriddle breath.
I'll have a piece of gum.
What?
All right. So, we've learned a lot
Yes.
today about these mug recipes.
I think that this one was definitely my favorite. I actually think the pizza, I guess, was by default my second favorite.
Yeah.
I think that I would just with the pizza do more sauce, more cheese, more. I think with this one the egg was also tall. So it had it actually had a great ratio.
Yes.
It looked crazy, but it was right.
Yes.
In the mouth it was right.
Yes.
Then I would say banana bread because it was legit. We just needed to amp up the flavors. And then Pop-Tart Cake was train. Wow. Pop-Tart Cake was the lowest one, but it was also the one that was the most like a stunt. Like it wasn't like a real recipe. It was like you can do this and get something.
Yeah, I think mine's similar. My ranking system, I go McGriddle, pizza, Pop-Tart, banana bread. I was not a big fan of banana bread cake.
You really came down hard on the banana
I
bread.
know, it was tough, but like there could.
You really.
I'm willing to say that I
there.
chose the wrong banana and did a bad job with it, but I did not like that
This
thing.
is why you shouldn't meet your idols, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Never meet your heroes. Yeah. I love it. Anyway.
Love it.
Anyway.
We learned a lot here today. Oh, yes.
Bingo.
So, now that we're at the end of the stream, if you guys got bingo, what's the code?
Oh, frog with knife.
The code for 5% off merch at fiendishbehavior.com is frog with knife, no spaces, right? Mm-hmm. Just frog with knife, no spaces. And it's 5% off this week instead of 1% off because we've been delinquent.
Yes.
But obviously, if
Actually,
you
no.
didn't win bingo, I will never know.
Right.
So you can just use the code if you
There's
want.
it's just honor system. So,
Yeah.
frog with a knife, right?
Frog with knife.
Frog with knife, no caps, all lowercase, one word.
Yes.
Yes.
Frog with knife. 5% off at fiendishbehavior.com. That's pretty good. I mean, it's also like, you obviously don't have to use it.
No.
It's better than 1%.
With
Which
that
is
said,
what we usually do.
With that said, if you guys enjoy the stream, and obviously we do it as much as we can
Yes.
on Tuesdays,
But we will be here next week.
We will be.
Our intention is not to be doing every other week at this moment.
We had to go film this. We filmed 3 videos on this trip. It was like a production trip. We had to catch
acquire
up
the
with
content.
content and everything. Yeah.
You're saying smash the like button?
Smash the like button.
Smash the subscribe button?
That too.
Here are our
short form social media things.
What's first?
We have Safiya
Here's a Shorts channel.
It's on YouTube.
Shorts. Here's a TikTok.
TikTok.
And here's Instagram. I actually am interested. Maybe we should, if we're reviving the Tyler channel, maybe we should also revive the Tyler Instagram.
You guys can check that out for occasional posting of things.
Whose? Mine or yours?
Mine. Instagram.
When's the last? Okay, yeah.
I posted a story when we were walking the other day.
That's true. You did.
Yeah, I did.
It's like 2 months ago.
No, that was a couple weeks. Anyway.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry for our delinquency and a late happy birthday to Carly and an early happy birthday to Tyler.
Is there any swan songs in the chat?
Our Gemini.
Gemini.
Trying to find a descriptor. Like
Our
Gemini gems, jewels.
Oh.
Our Gemini.
Gem sounds good to me.
Gem sounds good.
Yeah.
Gems. Uncut jams.
Oh.
Geminis.
There you go. All right, should we log off?
I don't know why we're so live,
is there a
actually.
chat?
I'm literally just trailing off.
Is there any chats that we want to?
Oh, that's you. So
yeah.
you're the reason why we're so live.
Yeah.
You asked a question.
Or is there-
Maud Holly said Gemini twins, which would have been fair.
There you
Gemini,
go.
oh,
That
because
is
they're
the-
Gemini or
yeah.
twins.
There you go. Okay.
What are Gemini? They're just crazy.
I don't know what Gemini is.
They're awful.
Social. Carly, we're awful. Two-faced? Oh, because there's 2 of them?
Two-faced, yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, anyway, on that note, I will see you guys
next week.